Okay guys, the other day we went over and learned a new game, Squirrels and Hawks. As you know, there were a lot of different things you had to pay attention to. You had to pay attention to your own spatial and see where other people are. So when you're running and you're focusing on an object, you still have to see where the other hawks are, where the other team is, so you don't get tagged. Your goal was to get as many nuts or bean bags into your nest. And you had to travel on the other people's side or on the hawk's territory without getting tagged. What strategies did the squirrels, the people that were squirrels the other day, what strategies did you try, even if it was unsuccessful, to try to get your nuts so that you had the most in your nest? Riley?
What I did was, so I waited until the hawks were distracted doing something else, or they weren't facing towards me, and I'd have somebody else go in, and then I'd grab it.
So you use like a distraction technique.
Yes.
So you were trying to get all the hawks' focus on you coming in, and then somebody was coming in from behind.
Yeah.
Did it work for you?
Yes, partially.
Perfect. Yes?
What I did was I got someone else I got the other team to be distracted by someone else while the other person went to go get nuts from the other nest.
From the other squirrel's nest. So you used the distraction technique not with
Yeah.
the hawks, but you did it with the other team.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yes.
Well, I waited till a lot of people went for the beanbags because if there's only 4 hawks and there's 6 people going in, then it's more likely a chance you can get it and get away with it.
So you did it by having more people than the hawks, so they could only chase so many people at once.
Yeah, I waited till it was total chaos and I went and grabbed it.
That's a good idea. Total chaos can happen really quick.
So, mid-game when the other squirrels have nuts, you get half your team and you set them to run that way. Then you get 3 other people to go get bean bags from the nest, then you bring back over here.
So you split your team so some were attacking the hawk's nest and some were attacking the squirrel's nest?
No, you'd have your team going just running around that way, so they're all distracted. Then you have 3 other people to go to get them.
Out of the squirrel's nest? Did it work for you?
Yeah,
Okay, field point. DC?
Alright, so what I did for the hawk's nest, I went in, I pretended like I was tagged, and then once everyone was distracted, I ran in, grabbed one, and just got out of there.
So you faked them and
Yeah.
made believe you were frozen
Yeah.
when you really weren't.
Yeah.
Were you successful with that?
No, not really.
Not really.
I was.
But see,
I
that's
was.
how we try different things to see
I was.
to see what works. Henry.
What I did was kind of the distraction thing, but I'd wait for the other team, and then I would go because, so in case if the other team came, that there'd be people back there instead of the whole team coming to get them.
Did anyone try, if they grabbed a beanbag and they were about ready to get tagged, did anyone try throwing it to a teammate?
I did too.
The ones that have your hands up, were you successful? with
Yes.
that?
Yeah. Yeah.
How did you converse with your teammates so they knew it was coming? DC?
Well, I just I used the number thing. I just called their name and I just chucked it at their general direction. If they're a good catcher, they caught it and run.
So when you called their name, it didn't promote other squirrels from coming?
Not really.
Okay,
Well,
so
because
that
we
worked.
were on our side, so I was over there, and then I'm I just see Owen, and then if they caught it, they caught it, and they would get it there. But if they didn't, then just
How about with you?
We were me and Colin went out.
Oh yeah.
And we just went in there, and then he grabbed one, and then he threw it to me, and then right before he got tagged. So then
that was
And it was a success.
Successful catch.
Yeah, I remember.
Went into the nest. Went into
Awesome. So you were able to deliver it, even though he was tagged.
I blocked it out of the net.
Bill Ness.
I was like when we were back at the nest, I like talked to someone and say like I'm gonna go run and get one and throw it to you. Like that.
You're gonna run and get one and what?
Throw it to
Oh, okay. So
you.
you arranged it before you went and got one. That's a good plan because then you don't even have to call their name. Yes,
And
DC?
it's something you could do. You can make a big group of all your team,
Mhm.
and then you have one person run in and then just chuck it to that big group, and someone's bound to catch it.
Or someone's bound to get hurt.
Yeah, it is. But of course, you have to watch your space, right? When you have such a big group, because that's what's really important when you're hyper focused. You have to be able to see where the opposing teams are, plus the Hawks, and focus on your object without running into anyone. How about on the Hawk side? Because Hawks were all just defense. What worked for you guys with defense if you were a Hawk? Yes.
Like, two would be like out here, then other two would be on the other side. So if they try to come in from both sides, we would have two guards on each side. So that kind of really worked.
So you split up your guards around.
Yeah.
Did your Hawks ever leave the perimeter, or did yours stay
Not really.
close?
We stayed close.
Okay, Daniel.
have two hawks leave the perimeter and have two hawks in the nest. So the two hawks can tag everybody who tries to come near the nest. Then anybody who gets in the nest, the two guards can tag.
Were you successful with that?
Halfway.
So were you able to freeze a lot of people that weren't expecting you to be there?
Decent amount.
That works because I had a team the other day where the whole team got frozen because they weren't paying attention, and a hawk went through and got everybody.
Sounds like they would all be up with you.
They were. The Hawks actually won that one.
Sounds
Yes.
Well, I think you could just plant two hawks each on those ones, and then if they happen to get a beanbag from here, you could just tag them, and then they'd have to.
So that's
right
a
near
good
their
strategy.
nest.
So to have one of the hawks almost hawk guard the
Oh,
nests of the squirrels.
Then you just tag the.
So anytime they have to come by to put it in their nest.
Yeah, you just tag them. And then
That
they'd
would
have
work
to,
great. You just still sort of like here, you have to stay approximately 10 feet away unless they approach.
Oh, you have to
but-
stay 10 feet away from that.
You can't just be right on top of it. But even if you're 10 feet
Yeah,
away,
you can still tag.
you see them coming, you just go right to it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what I sort of use is like, if you see like people like they look like they're gonna try to get it, then just like go after them and tag them because that gives you like less people to worry about like running in, and then you can go like.
So as a hawk, you were paying careful attention to see who was coming in,
Yeah, like
and then you got them before they got here?
Yeah.
Chloe.
What I did was there's like two people, like one here and one here, and then they both wanted to come in, so I like scared this one off, and then this one was coming in, so I just ran back. So I didn't actually like tag them fully, I just kind of scared
Chased
them
them
away.
away. And that works, right?
Very well.
Yes.
Well, question: if you're like a hawk and somebody throws it, can you catch it and just bring it back to your nest?
You're asking if you can intercept a squirrel-to-squirrel throw?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anybody can intercept, even the other squirrel's team. The other team can intercept it. Any other things that you saw worked, didn't work? Any questions in the game before we start?
Nope.
Chloe?
I forgot, if I'm on this team and I go over there, can they tag up?
Yeah. It's like catching
Yes.
a flag, kind of.
If you're in, you're on this team and this is your home base, the only ones that can tag you are the Hawks. But if you come over across the half line and you're anywhere in here, both the other opposing team squirrels can tag you, plus the Hawks. So you have two different groups that you have to pay attention to if you come across your line. Any other questions? Comments? Perfect.
Happiness.
You shut it off, Colin. Thank you.